Greetings! I present the Rekin Systems Production 3D module. FX Transitions. Today I will show you a new function, namely the transitions effects. A basic transition between preview and program channel is carried out with mix function. It is triggered by pressing Auto button. The time of transition is set in the control field, for example in seconds. Let's press Auto button. A smooth transition will be performed switching program and preview channel. Now, instead of mix transition, you can choose one of the transition effects available in the application. Press FX button located next to Mix button. It changes the way of choosing the effect. The button lights up in blue. Above you can see a field that shows the currently selected effect. It is depicted by the transition's thumbnail along with the effect's assigned number and name. Currently the first effect, Wipe 1. You can change the effect by opening a new window with an arrow button. In this window you can see a drop-down list for selecting a category to which proper effect types have been assigned. On the right you can find Index Effect control field for selecting an effect with the help of your favorite memorized number. An effect can be selected in the following way. Select an appropriate category and a single click on the thumbnail with Select the effect. In the main window the effect becomes selected and ready to be used. For the selected effect a number appears in the Effect Index control. A couple moments after you move the mouse over the thumbnail, an animation is displayed showing an example of the transition. Its name and number will be displayed in a tooltip below. I will choose the Wipe 1 type effect, so I make a single click on the thumbnail. I can press Close button and close the effects window. The same operation can be performed by double-clicking on the desired effect's thumbnail. Press Auto button in order to make a transition with FX effect. A transition time is set using a control field, for example 3 seconds. Press Auto button. The wipe effect replaces one program image with another preview one by entering from one to the sides, for example from the left. After the effect is completed, the main mixer buttons are switched and the T-bar's opposite position is set. I will open the effects window again. You can find such position as Favorite there. 10 effects have been added there by default, but they can be replaced. Choose a category and an effect, for example slide. Click the right mouse button and in the menu select a position on the favorite list, for example the first one. In the favorite category this effect appears on an appropriate position on the list. This list will be stored for every opening of the production module. A certain group of users use memorized effects numbers as favorites. A favorite effect can be, for example, Alpha Wipe 58, for which the number is 258. This number appears in a tooltip after hovering the cursor over the thumbnail. You can enter such a number directly into the application without having to search the categories lists. Let's use the Effect Index control field for this. Enter the number 258 and confirm with Enter on the keyboard. This effect has been selected and it is ready for use. You can directly execute the transition by pressing Auto. It is possible to enter the effect's number in the main window. You can also find the Effect Index control there. Enter the favorite number and confirm by pressing Enter. A new effects thumbnail ready for use appears in the Effects window. An appropriate trigger had been also prepared for the transition effects. I will show you how to select with a single key an effect and use it for transition. Go to Menu Options and Configuration. Select an advanced mode for the F1 key and a new function. From the list, select a function called FX Output Transition Effect. This function has been designed to set an appropriate effect to be ready for use. In the function parameters, first choose the FX type that is transitioned with special effects. Now select an appropriate category in the position below. And from the list available on the right, choose an effect. If there are many, you can scroll the list with the mouse wheel. Let's choose, for example, Alpha Wipe 40. As a second item in the list, I will add Auto Output Transition function. Its task will be to execute a transition when the effect is already selected. The first function only selects an effect, while the second function triggers the transition. I will set a transition time, for example, 2 seconds. A trigger programmed this way can be executed by pressing F1 key. The selected effect has been set in the Production Modules window. The transition between program and preview was carried out automatically, which was indicated by the T-bars movement. In this way, you can program any effect for 10 trigger keys and use it repeatedly as a transition. Thank you.